Personally, I don't want my fingerprints on it.
Liz Ryan tells us what City of St. Augustine Commissioner Jim Springfield does not want his fingerprints on.
More development on the Matanzas River, just north of the 312 bridge. He's not a fan of what's there already.
I look at those buildings when I go across 312, and I want to know who's on the city commission at the time. Kind of like, who did that to us?
The board heard a petition Monday night for the city to annex 19 acres in that area, much of it wetlands. Springfield asked Gary Davenport, who represents the landowners, what they have planned for the property.
We will probably fill in at least a portion of that lagoon.
And then the land that's there with a good number of trees, would you have to elevate that as well?
To do multifamily, yes, they would be having to fill in a lot of the area and impacting trees.
Why did they want the city to annex it?
It can still be a marina within the county, but within the county designations, it can't be residential.
Mayor Nancy Sykes-Klein weighed in.
I'm really not interested in it for residential development. I would like to see it developed as marina.
Commissioner Springfield.
I would much rather the person donate the land to the city for us to have it as conservation, and we would welcome that.
Vice Mayor Roxanne Horvath.
We are in the midst of trying to acquire properties to mitigate flooding. So adding and taking down habitat and, that's kind of going against the direction we're trying to go.
Commissioner Barbara Blonder.
It is, whether silted or not, providing wildlife habitat, and filling it would reduce the ecosystem services of resilience and flood control that it's currently serving. Even if it's impaired to some degree, it is serving those purposes now. So I would not support this proposal for annexation.
The board also heard from several residents who showed up to voice their opposition to the annexation. The board voted unanimously to allow the applicant to withdraw the petition voluntarily. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
St. Johns County Health and Human Services has a rental assistance program for which the deadline is January 27th, 5 p.m.
Time is running out on the county's rental assistance program.
St. Johns County Public Affairs Director Wayne Larson says the rental assistance program is available to both tenants and landlords still recovering from the financial impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic.
The great thing about this is not only can they apply for rental assistance, but they can also apply for assistance with utilities. And another great opportunity with this rental assistance program is the applications can include back 18 months and also 3 months into the future.
Larson says it's also open to tenants who are about to lose their homes.
Qualified renters that are in the middle of some sort of eviction process or similar circumstances, their applications will be expedited.
You can register online at sjc.era.com. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Daryl Moody.
A heavily traveled bridge in St. Augustine is closing for a while.
Beginning in a few days, there will be 3 consecutive planned weekend closures of the Shands Bridge. Sarah Pleasance with the Florida Department of Transportation.
Crews will be replacing some grading on the bridge. There's been some temporary repairs. People that have driven over it know there's been some plates on there, and so this will be removing those temporary plates and doing permanent repairs to the grading. And we'll have the same closure the following weekend, February 2nd at 9 p.m. through Monday, February 5th at 4 a.m. The crews do expect to be able to get the work done within those 2 weekends, but if necessary, they've reserved kind of a contingency the third weekend, February 9th.
There are alternate routes involving the Buckman Bridge.
Depending on which side of the bridge people are coming from, on the St. John side, they can take State Road 13 north to the Buckman Bridge and 295 there. And then on the west side, we're recommending US 17 as the alternate route.
The Shands Bridge will be completely rebuilt as part of the First Coast Expressway. The $595 million project started last year and is expected to finish by 2030. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.